Good morning, students. We have finished with all the components of the food. Today we'll study about classification of food on the basis of its function. We can classify the food into three groups on the basis of its function that it performs. First are energy giving food, then the bodybuilding food and the protective food. First one are the energy giving food. The food which gives us energy are called energy giving food. And what do they include? These include carbohydrates and fat rich food. For example, rice, bread, wheat, ghee, butter, milk. All these provides us with lots of energy. Okay, so that is why they are called as energy giving food. Then the next group of food are the bodybuilding food. Okay, what are bodybuilding food? The foods which help in bodybuilding. And how do they build our body? By making new cells and repairing tissues are called as bodybuilding food. Like the food which are rich in proteins like fish, egg, milk, pulses, cheese, etc. These are called as body building food. Okay. Then the third one are the protective food. The protective food, as the name indicates, these protective food protects the body from various kinds of diseases. That is why they are called as protective food. And what do they include? They include vitamins and minerals. And the examples are fruits, vegetables, egg, milk, fish, etc. All these are protective food. Then we move on to the next one, that is the balanced diet. What is a balanced diet? See, the children, the food that we eat or a food that a person takes is called a diet. And a diet should contain all the nutrients in a correct proportion as it is required by the body. If the body has to perform properly, function properly, if normal growth has to take place, we have to take a balanced diet. So balanced diet includes all the food. Just now we studied the three kinds of food na? That is the bodybuilding food, the energy giving food and the protective food. So when we take all these three kinds of food, so this will include all the components. That is, you will have carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, proteins, everything is included. So you have to take a balanced diet. That means a diet which contains all the nutrients. Okay, then only you can remain proper, you can remain fit and healthy. And all these nutrients as well as roughage are also needed for the proper functioning of the body and good health. Okay, so what is a balanced diet? A balanced diet is a diet which contains all the nutrients. Then we come to the last topic of the chapter, that is deficiency diseases. Now what are deficiency diseases? See, just now I told you balanced diet, that means you need all the nutrients. Now if there is lack of any nutrient in your food, it can cause various kinds of abnormalities and diseases, and these are called as deficiency diseases. So deficiency diseases means the diseases which occur due to lack of any of the nutrients. Okay, like for example, if you do not take lack of proteins in the food for a long time, it will lead to stunted growth. Stunted growth means you will not grow properly. Swelling of the face, discoloration. Discoloration means the color of the hair and the skin goes off. Goes means you may become very pale. Then, if the food has deficiency of proteins and carbohydrates, it will cause a disease called as PEM. What is the full form of PEM? PEM means protein energy malnutrition. So protein energy malnutrition is caused, and malnutrition, protein energy malnutrition means there is a deficiency of protein as well as energy. Which food do you get energy from? You get energy from carbohydrates. So it will cause a disease called as marasmus. And what is marasmus? Marasmus is a disease in which the growth stops completely. Okay, there is no growth, the child will not grow properly. So marasmus is a disease caused due to the deficiency of proteins and carbohydrates both. Okay, PEM. So there are many diseases and disorders which are caused due to the lack of vitamins and minerals also. Okay, see here in the table there are given the vitamins and the diseases caused by this. Like for vitamin A, if you do not take proper amount of vitamin A, what will be the disease cause? It will be loss of vision. Okay, then vitamin B1 causes beriberi, vitamin C causes scurvy, vitamin D causes rickets. Then you have minerals like calcium, iodine, iron. Calcium deficiency causes weak bones and teeth. Iodine deficiency will cause goiter, and iron deficiency will cause anemia. So these are the various diseases which are caused due to the deficiency of either vitamins or minerals. All these you can see, these are all vitamins, and calcium, iodine and iron are minerals. So these are the deficiency diseases. Okay, so children, you will have to learn this table, which deficiency is disease caused due to which kind of vitamin or mineral. You will have to learn this whole table. Okay children, with this we have finished with the chapter. Please children, go through the chapter once again properly, read the chapter properly, and learn all these deficiency diseases. Okay, thank you and take care.